You will see a tab on your Zoom account.
With us today as we walk a step closer to actualize the Speak MACAY's vision of reaching out to every child with the mysticism embodied in Indian and world heritage. We would like to thank our sponsors, GIIS Institutes, for supporting us. Now, I take the opportunity to introduce you to the course of the program for today and tomorrow. We begin with the performance of Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia ji at 12 p.m. IST and 5:30 p.m. AEST, followed by a live interaction session between the students and him. This would be followed by another mesmerizing performance by Ustad F. Wasifuddin Dagar ji, which would once again be followed by an interaction session between the students and him. We would also be taking questions from the audience, so I request you to share your questions in the chat box. Now, I would like to invite our chief guest, the Foreign Secretary, Ministry of External Affairs, Honorable Harshvardhan Shringla ji, to speak. In the course of his diplomatic career spanning over 36 years, Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla has held a variety of positions in New Delhi and abroad. He has served as India's ambassador to the United States of America and the Kingdom of Thailand, and as High Commissioner to Bangladesh. He has also served in other diplomatic assignments in France, UNESCO Paris, USA, UN, New York, Vietnam, and Israel, also South Africa. I now request him to speak a few words of encouragement for the Global Heritage Series of SPIC MACAY.
To speak as chief guest at the Global Heritage Series on the essence of spreading Indian and world heritage. I also wish to convey my greetings to Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia ji, Srimati Madhavi Mudgal ji, Vidwan T.H. Vikhu Vinayak Ram ji, and Ustad Wasifuddin Dagar ji, who are gracing the series with their presence and performances. It is a privilege to be part of the program. My greetings also to the students and youth from all over the globe, including Australia, New Zealand, Southeast Asia, Japan, and South Korea, who are virtually connected with us via this heritage series. SPIC MACAY's instrumental role in nurturing and promoting Indian heritage through classical music, art, literature, etc. is well recognized. SPIC MACAY's outreach to institutions and youth of all backgrounds globally and its ethos of promoting Indian culture and art through volunteerism are commendable. I must congratulate the leadership and express heartfelt appreciation for the many stellar artists who make it all possible. As we start to recover from the grasp of COVID-19, we look back to find that in times of crisis, people need nurturing of the soul. We are reminded of the important role of art in giving people hope. The disruption caused by the pandemic has driven many of us to reimagine art and art forms. Taking art online has become a necessity. As our Prime Minister stated during SPIC MACAY's international convention earlier this year, the fusion of ancient art and music with technology is a demand of the times. Indian culture and art are integral to India's soft power. Artists dedicated to Indian art forms are not merely performers, but brand ambassadors who've been taking our rich cultural heritage to the global audience. At a personal level, I recall as a student in Delhi University, the privilege of getting access to our best classical artists free of cost in open-air concerts of SPIC MACAY. It has been both a privilege and pleasure to have hosted some of our most distinguished artists in various diplomatic missions where I have served. As I speak before you today, I wish to reaffirm the support of the Ministry of External Affairs and our missions abroad to your efforts to showcase our classical art forms globally. I believe there are many areas of convergence and collaboration between SPIC MACAY and our very own Indian Council for Cultural Relations to try and bridge the gap between the classical and the popular. Tradition must coexist with modernity. I'm aware that systems alone cannot foster creativity. Even so, our constant endeavor must be to act as enablers of the youth, many of whom have tuned in today. Even in the day of YouTube and Instagram, where attention spans grow shorter by the day, I am proud to say that Indian classical music and culture find their rightful place in the young minds and hearts. Our global young audience at this platform today is a testament to that fact. Events like these provide a good opportunity for us to showcase the potential of music and dance, to heal and to connect at a deeper and wider level. The Prime Minister had mentioned at the SPIC MACAY International Convention that, rising above the boundaries of states and languages, today music is also strengthening the ideal of Ek Bharat, Shreshta Bharat. And it is indeed inspiring to see SPIC MACAY tune up to the needs of the times and continue its melodious outreach through innovative platforms such as the Global Heritage Series. I thank you. Namaste. Namaskar. At the outset, I would like to thank Srimati Kunda Mahurkar.
Thank you, Harji, for the encouraging words. I now invite our special guest, High Commissioner of India in Australia, Mr. Gitesh Sharma ji. He joined the Indian Foreign Service in 1986 and worked in Ministry of External Affairs as Under Secretary, Europe East, and Director, Central Asia. Mr. Sharma's overseas assignments include Indian missions in Russia, Ukraine, Hong Kong, Pakistan, and United Kingdom. He has been Ambassador of India to Uzbekistan and High Commissioner of India in Fiji. I would like to ask him now for a few words.
The living legends, some of the greatest musical talent from India to grace the world of culture. The greats of the past, of the yesteryears, they will live on forever through their music and their great and wonderful contribution to India's cultural ethos. At the same time, when the older generation cherishes their contributions, it is very important that the younger generation should also be exposed to such legends. So it is only because of the efforts of such organizations as SPIC MACAY that this is possible. This is a time of COVID-19, and many of our cultural engagements, which we are so comfortable and familiar with, has been set aside. I'm very, very happy that again this is a kind of renewal of our cultural life, and the fact that Indian classical heritage is being put in this manner and presented, that is very, very commendable. I have the greatest joy in conveying my appreciation to SPIC MACAY and to all those who have contributed to making this program and presenting it in this manner. Thank you so much. I'm absolutely
Thank you, Gitesh ji. So, this Global Heritage Series organized by Speak MACAY is an attempt to bring together the youth from different parts of the globe, expose them to the beautiful heritage that they possess, and motivate them to persevere and through Indian and the world heritage. Our volunteers from the Speak MACAY chapter Singapore, Japan, Korea, and Australia are present in this small token today. And before we begin the program, I would like to once again take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, GIIS Group of Institutes, for supporting us in every way possible. Honorable Shri Harshvardhan Shringla ji, Foreign Secretary, Ambassador Gitesh Sharma ji, the founder, Dr. Kiran Seth, members of the NE team, especially the National Chairperson, Ms. Kunda Maharkurkar, Ms. Rashmi Malik, Mr. Pankaj Malhotra, Ms. Saraswati Subbu, the National IT and Design team for guiding the APAC chapter in organizing the first ever Asia Pacific event. Last but not the very least, our volunteers from SM, Japan, Singapore, Korea, and Australia for putting this entire program together. We hope Speak MACAY is able to actualize its vision and our efforts multiply through the volunteer strength in the coming time. I would like to now hand over the program's proceeding to Maitri. Thank you.
A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Maitri from Global Indian International School, Smart Campus, and it's a pleasure to welcome everyone to SPIC MACAY's Global Heritage Series, where we will have the honor and opportunity to interact with Padma Vibhushan awardee Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia ji. Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia, Indian flautist in the Hindustani classical tradition, has enthralled audience both within the country and outside by the magical way in which he plays the bansuri, a simple side-blown bamboo flute. His compositions and performances have helped Indian music gain international recognition. Panditji has developed a rich personal style after years of experimentation and dedicated practice, and his unique adaptation of raga forms for the flute reflect his complete mastery. Not surprisingly, that the maestro has been decorated with several awards. It is such a great honor to have Panditji with us on this program today. Panditji, we request you to say a few words to the audience who are eagerly waiting for this opportunity to hear you. And maybe also add that the audience is eagerly waiting to hear you play a piece for all of us.
Namaskar. Namaskar to everybody. I'm very happy to be here with you in Australia and other places, and I'm going to play for you. Do you know about flute? I would like to explain maybe some other time because there's not much time, but let me explain. The flute is the oldest instrument. There is one more instrument that's also blowing. That is called shankha, that we use in the temples or in any religious places to wake up the gods and goddesses, and flute to wake up everybody all over the world. So I'm very happy to be with you. And why I said this is the only instrument which is the oldest? Why I said because the instrument made out of bamboo, which you get only in India and maybe some part of the world, but not everywhere. And you don't have any string, you don't have any skin, and still you enjoy playing, and people they enjoy listening. And it's so beautiful to watch, young children, and they are studying over there, and they must be making their wonderful studies, and they must be making also music. And if they are missing music, I'm here in Bombay to give you lessons or any kind of idea. Okay, thank you. Yeah, now let me, if you have any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, I would request the person who is handling my music, they can start playing music.
Thank you, Pandit ji, for that beautiful musical rendition that poured into our ears with the sweetness of honey. You make the flute, you make the flute speak to our hearts. May we have your permission now to move on to a short interactive session where we have some students joining us to ask you a few questions. May we begin?
Yes.
Over to you, Srishti, for the first question.
Panditji, much has been written about your childhood in Allahabad when your father wanted you to take up wrestling. Your strong physique could have made it possible, but you chose the flute instead. This was such a great decision that now any discussion about the Basuri is incomplete without the name of Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia mentioned in it at least once. You have been called the man who taught the wind to sing. You have 3 biographies written on you. Panditji, do tell us a little more about your love for the flute. How did your journey begin and where did the inspiration come from?
The family, friend, everywhere, wherever he used to play flute. And he used to get such love and so that was I did not have any recording of Lord Krishna, but I'm sure he must be playing wonderful. So I thought, let me listen to him because it's also kind of easy to carry on anywhere in the world and being, blowing.
Disconnected.
Fine.
It has to be. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Are you online?
Shrishti, can you please repeat your question again to Hariji? Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Panditji, a lot has been written about your childhood in Allahabad when your father wanted you to take up wrestling. And even though your strong physique could have made it possible, you chose the flute. And this was a really great decision because now any discussion about the Basuri is incomplete without your name being mentioned in it at least once. You have been called the man who taught the wind to sing, and you have 3
Thank
biographies
you.
written on. So, Panditji,
Yes.
could you tell
Yes.
us a little more about your love for the flute and how your journey began? And who was your inspiration for this?
Yes, the person, everybody knows about the person who inspires while playing for gopis and for the world. The only man was Lord Krishna. He started bamboo flute and he made himself and played the flute and he used to enchant everyone, nature and families and children, and he used to enjoy. But I have not heard him personally, but I can understand how much he used to, how beautiful he used to play. And I don't know about me also, since you are telling that I'm playing little better, so you might be right. But why I choose flute? Because I was not very rich man. I was very poor. I was not able to buy instrument or anything. And I used to sing, but my teacher said you are not supposed to sing because your voice is just 1 octave. If you go to another octave, it cracks. So it is better to choose an instrument which is closer to your vocal cord. So that was the idea, and it was cheaper also. So I got a flute and I started playing and I started practicing. That, and believe me or not, the sound I used to love a lot, better than any other instrument. And so I said, I will practice it and I will play for everybody, for you, for your family, for your friends. And I'm continuing. And you said, when you were a child, I am still child. I feel that I'm still child. And I would love to be child, to learn music. This is my, what do you call, wish, that in this period, I would love to learn music from different parts of the world, because music is so beautiful, and play on the bamboo flute. So, how did you like this one which I was playing? How did you like?
It was really beautiful, Panditji. So good to hear.
Oh, thank you so much. Do you play any other instrument?
Yes, Panditji, I play the piano.
Do you sing?
I sing as I've been learning Carnatic
Wow,
music.
very good. Okay, very good. Yeah, music is music, whether it's Carnatic or North Indian. I mean, music is so beautiful subject for me and for others also. So,
yes,
definitely. Do you want to ask any other thing?
Sorry?
Have you ever tried playing flute?
No, Panditji, not yet.
Okay, you don't find it good teacher in. So when I meet you personally, I will listen to the piano as well as your singing.
Sure.
Okay.
That would be an honor, Panditji.
Thank you, thank you.
That was a really wonderful. That was so wonderful to hear, Panditji. Thank you so much.
Thanks
now,
a lot.
I would like to request. I'd like to request my friend Kabir from Australia to take over for the next question to you, Panditji.
Sure.
Namaste. My name is Kabir Taude. I am in grade 6 at Goulburn Valley Grammar School in Shepparton, Victoria. It is a great honor and privilege to ask a question to Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia ji.
Yes.
My question is, how would you describe the beauty of Hindustani classical music in your own words?
Well, music is a kind of, not beauty, but music has become my life. My life has become music, and I always play, I always sing, and since childhood I'm doing this. And still I will be continuing, I don't know how many years, but until my last breath I will be continuing. And how did you like this program? Did you listen to the program?
Yeah.
Do you play any instrument?
I play the harmonium and I sing.
Wow. You get the harmonium in that country?
Yeah.
In your country?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What are you playing? Western music or classical music or North Indian or South Indian?
Hindustani classical music. I'm learning Hindustani classical music.
Very good. Very good. Which raga you have learned?
Pardon?
Which raga you have learned?
Bhairavi, Yaman Kalyan.
Oh.
I'm learning Bhageshri.
Oh. Very good, very nice. So sweet. So just try to continue, and when you come back after your study, then you can try other instrument also. Because harmonium is little bit difficult. You can try other beautiful sound you will have in other instrument. And then you can choose and start playing. Okay? Any other question?
No, that's. Thank you, Pandit ji.
Okay.
Over to you, Maitri.
Okay.
Pandit ji, how did this journey of learning classical music change you, and how did it develop you as a person?
That became my life. Classical music is something which if you don't learn, then you are not playing music, or you are playing music which you don't know what kind of music you are playing. But when you understand classical music and learn about the classical music, then you try to appreciate different kind of music from the world, like jazz, rock, pop, electronic, everything. Sometimes it inspires you by composing new ragas or composing new melodies. So I think learning classical music is the best, so that you never have any kind of problem in your life. To practice, to play different ragas in different mood and different timings, that would help you really.
Thank you, Pandit ji.
Can
for
you
that
sing something for me?
I haven't practiced,
No.
but yeah, I learned classical music.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, okay. It doesn't matter. I know you're feeling shy. Never feel shy. This is a kind of mantras. This is a kind of something to prayer. And then you should say, you think that you are doing prayer.
Thank you, Pandit ji, for that illuminating answer. I'm sure it provides inspiration to all our listeners. Now, over to you, Saishriya, for the next question.
Namaskar, namaskar. I'm not getting your voice.
Pandit ji, the flute has undergone massive changes in shape and form. So has music. Technology makes musical mastery easy to achieve through auto-tuning or post-recording cleanups. Do you think the humble bamboo flute still holds ground in an era of technocentric heavy metal?
I love bamboo flute. And origin is Lord Krishna used to play the flute, that is origin of flute. And I would love to play that flute only. I have tried other flutes also, but the sound which I get from bamboo, I don't get from any other kind of flute. So I would try to continue this bamboo flute. People nowadays who are playing flute, they are trying to make, add few holes or the bigger bamboo. They like to, but the sound which get the Krishna flute, that's much, much better than any other flute. Did you try any time?
Yes, Panditji, I play the flute.
You play which flute?
Yeah.
Bamboo?
Yes, I play the
Very
bamboo
good.
flute.
Do you have with you?
Yes, I do have it with me right now.
Do you have with you?
Yeah.
Can you play just
Sorry,
Where is
Panditji?
your flute? Where is your flute?
This is my flute.
Yeah, just play. Play for me. Yes, very good, very nice. Just play few lines, few notes. Try.
Oh, okay, Panditji.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. Very good, very nice, very good. Wow.
Thank you.
Beautiful blowing.
Thank you, Panditji.
Very good. Who's your teacher?
I've been learning flute from my guru, Shri Tiruchi L. Sarvanan, sir, who is the great disciple of Vidwan and Ramani.
Okay. Yeah. You are based in Chennai or where are you based?
Sorry, Panditji?
new place where
Panditji?
are you Chennai or Chennai? Are you in Chennai, outside Australia, or where?
I'm currently in Singapore. I learn flute from my guru who's in Chennai.
Okay, very good, very good.
Thank you,
Wow.
Panditji.
No, you're blowing very sweet and you were playing wonderful, wonderful piece. Very nice.
Thank you, Pandit. Thank you.
You want to ask any question?
No, I will. Thank you, Panditji, for your pearls of wisdom. Now over to Tanmay from Australia for the next question.
Yeah. Thank you. Go ahead.
Pranam Panditji. My name is Tanmay. I'm
Ji,
in Year
namaskar.
9. I'm from Sydney and I learn tabla. I'm really honored to ask you a question. What do you think can be done so that more students overseas are exposed to and motivated to learn Indian classical music, given that there is not much environment around them?
Oh, you are fortunate nowadays. Everybody wants to learn Indian classical music and they are learning online. So you have to find out a guru, which is very important. Okay? If you want to learn tabla, you have to find a good tabla player who has got time and who can devote some time with you. And if you want to learn any other instrument, you have to find out a good teacher who knows about the instrument, about the music. Then you can ask them, request them. They will certainly teach you properly.
Yes.
What are you playing now?
I'm playing tabla.
Very good. Who is your teacher now?
My dad, Nikhil Harishchandra.
Wow, very good. Wow. You are fortunate, eh?
Ramdas Palsale's student.
Okay, I know Ramdas from Pune.
Yes.
Very good. So you can try to learn from your dad and then from Ramdas Palsale also. They will help you. And when you come back to India, there are many tabla players. You can ask anyone, they will teach you. Okay? Yeah. But try to practice every day.
Yes.
Okay? Yes. Which is very important, especially tabla. It takes, yeah.
Now I'm going.
You haven't. Yeah, go ahead.
Now I'm going to forward it to Shrishti.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Panditji. I have another question.
Sure.
Panditji, do you feel like you have achieved everything there is to achieve as a musician? Or is there still a milestone that you would like to cross?
Well, I'm trying to achieve, but still I'm waiting. Huh? It takes so much time to achieve. You can learn, but to achieve, it takes so much time. I don't know when I'm going to achieve. I'm not sure at all. In this life, I will achieve or my next life. So don't wait for achievement. Just try to practice every day and try to pray every day. One day you might get the achievement, satisfaction of achievement. That's very important, which I did not get up till now.
That was very nice to hear, Panditji. Thank you. Panditji, as I mentioned earlier, I'm also a budding classical musician and I would love your blessing. Hence, if it's fine with you, could I sing just one or two lines of a Krishna bhajan in front of you, just for your blessing?
Please, go ahead.
Thank you, Panditji. It's a Krishna song, Carnatic song.
Okay.
Pad, 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 yenju, padai, padetavan. Pad, 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 yenju, padai, padetavan. Yengal kannan, pad, 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 yenju, padai, padetavan. Yengal kannan.
ஆரோ போல ஆரோ பாட்டு
பாடு பாடு என்று பாடாய் படுத்துவான் எங்கள் கண்ணன்.
Wow. Very good, very nice, beautiful. Very good, very nice, very sweet voice even. Just try to practice also. Vocal also. Huh? Very good. Any
Thank
question?
You so much.
Any question?
Yes, we have I think we have one final question. I'd like to hand it over to Sai Shreya. Thank you so much, Pandit ji.
Okay.
Guruji, time हो गया.
हाँ भी एक क्वेश्चन लास्ट क्वेश्चन बोलो निकाले तो हाँ यस
Pandit ji, can you share any memorable or funny incident you experienced either during your childhood or any of your music tours around the world?
Now this is very bad time, my dear. I just every day I get up and pray God that this corona, everybody is suffering in the world. So God, just take care of this corona and we should go out, we should listen to it, I should come to you, listen to your music, we should share our music. So I don't know when our mind will become free. But one thing I'm sure, that if you practice music, one day the corona will go away. They will run away. So this is the problem and we are not thinking anything. I just wanted to chat because since last, I think 9 months or 10 months, we are suffering like we are punished by corona. And let me get through this and let me come out, then I will certainly see you and we'll talk.
Yes,
okay.
Pandit ji, before I go on, I'd like to sing 2 lines for you before I end it.
Sure.
Thank you, Pandit ji. Adamodigalade ಆಡಮೋಡಿಗಳದೆ ರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಮಾಟಲಾಡಮೋಡಿಗಳದೆ ರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಮಾಟಲಾಡಮೋಡಿಗಳದೆ ರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಮಾಟಲಾಡಮೋಡಿಗಳದೆ ರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಮಾಟಲಾಡಮೋಡಿಗಳದೆ ರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಮಾಟಲಾಡಮೋಡಿಗಳದೆ ರಾಮಯ್ಯ Thank you.
Very nice. To practice range of the voice, huh?
Yes,
from lower pa to upper pa.
Yes, Pandit.
Okay.
Pandit ji, our admiration for you. Thank you, Pandit ji. Our admiration for you has gone up many times after listening to you speak about your association with music and how it has touched your life. So before we conclude this segment, I wish to take the opportunity to thank you for taking our questions and giving us a chance of this memorable experience today to interact live with you. We hope this has been an inspiring session for our budding musicians and artists. Thank you all once again. Stay tuned for the next session.
Thank you all and practice well. Bye.
Thank you.
Greetings, namaste and salam. I am Divyan Sharma from grade 11, Susan Curry High School, Melbourne, Australia. I'm delighted and I feel privileged to introduce the Dhrupad maestro Padma Shri Ustad Wasifuddin Dagar ji for the Global Heritage Series. Ustad ji is the 20th generation of the renowned Dagar Bani lineage or the Dagar Gharana of Dhrupad singers from North India. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 2010 and has performed at various prestigious venues around the globe. Drupad is one of the oldest styles of major vocal styles associated with Hindustani classical music. In the past, there were 4 schools or varnis of Drupad. Khandarbani, Nuharbani, Goharbani, and Dagarbani. But all the other three disappeared with time, and only the Dagarvani was maintained and brought down to our day. It is indeed our fortune to be able to witness him perform. So let us welcome Ustad Wasifuddin Dagar ji.
So, I don't know if you want to start with the discussion or you want to play the recording. I'm very happy, very delighted to be part of this series organized by SPIC MACAY. And it's for Asia Pacific and all. So,
Hello, sir. Konnichiwa. I'm Nihal Parmar of GS Tokyo, grade 8 CLS, would like to welcome Ustad Wasifuddin Dagar ji with the classical music, which is going to draw the strings of our hearts and add his soothing voice to cherish our souls by a beautiful song.
So I think you're going to play the recording first, or you want to start with questionnaire? I don't know.
ri ra 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 na ra na ra na ri ra 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 nu na 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 sa na tu na 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 ra ra ri nu ra na na ri ra na ri na na ra ra ri nu nu ra na na ra na ri ra na na ra na ri ra 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 na ra na ra na 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 ri ra 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 ri ra 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 na ri ra 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 na 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 ra na ri nu nu na 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 da na tu na ra ra ri nu ra na na ri ra na na ra na na ra na ri ra na ra na na ra na ri ra na na ra na ri na na te ra 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 na ra na na ra ra ri ra nu 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 ra na na ri 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 na na ta ra 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 ri na ta ra 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 ri ra ra na ri no ta ra ra ri ra ra na ra ra na na ra 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 na ri 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 ra na na ta ra na ri ra na ra na na ra na ri ra na ra na ri ra na ri na 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 ra na ri ra ra na 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 ra na ra na ri na ra na na ra na ra na ri ra 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 nu 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 na 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 ta na tu na ra na ri na ra na na ra na ri na ra na na ra na na ra na ri na 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 ra na na ri na ri na ri ra na 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 ra na ra na ra na ra na ri ra ra na ri 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 na tu na na ri ri re na ri re na re na re na na a na 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 a na 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 re na ri re na re na nu re na na re na na ta ra ra na ra ra no ra na na ra no ra no ra na na ra na no ri ra na ra ra no ra na na ri ra na ra na ri ra no ra na na a na a na a na 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 a na 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 de da ra na na de da ra na na ri ra ra nu ra na na ra na na ra na ri ra 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 no ra na na a na na te a na te te ta ra 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 no ra na ra ra ri nu nu ra ra ri nu ra na na ra ra ri no no ra na nu ra na ri nu ra na ra ra na da na tu ra na ri ra na ri ra ra na ri no na ra na na ri ra no ra na ra na ri ra na 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 no ra na na ra na ri nu ra na na ni da ma re ma ma ba ma ba ma ma re ma ba ma ba ma re ni da ni ni ba ni da ma re ma ma re ma ma ba ba ma ba ma re ma ba ma ba ma da ba ma da ba da ma ba ma re ma re ma ba ba ri re re nu re 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 ri re re nu re 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 ri 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 re 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 ri re re no re 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 no re re no re re ri no re 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 ri no re re ri ri no re 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 ta re re no re 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 no re 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 no re no re re no re no re no no re re ri re 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 ri no re 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 ri re 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 nu re 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 ri re nu re 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 te re re nu re 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 te re re ri no re 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 te re no re re te re 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 no re na nu nu re na ta na tu na re re ri no re 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 no re 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 आज तो बधाई वही भवन भवन बाज रही महाराजा दशरथ घर प्रकटे सुखधाम. It is of Lord Krishna, Lord Ram when he was born. There is a celebration in the town. In each bhavan, each house, they are celebrating because Lord Ram is born. The one who has come to give blessing and sukh to each one of everyone. re ba ha se adi anand re ba se adi anand ni re ba बधाई आजे बधाई दशरथ घर दशरथ घर आजे आजे तो आजे तो आजे आजे तो बधाई 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 आजे आजे तो आजे आजे तो आजे तो बधाई भवन 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 बाजे 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 रई बाजे रई बाजे बाजे रई बाजे रई बाजे बाजे रई भवन भवन बाजे रई आज आज दो बधाई आज तो बधाई बई महाराजा राजा 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 दशरथ घर घर प्रगटे प्रगटे सुखदाम आज तो आज तो आज तो बड़ा आज 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 तो आज तो बधाई बधाई भाई महाराजा राजा राजा दशरथ घर घर प्रगटे प्रगटे सुखदाम 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 आज आज तो बधाई बधाई आज तो दशरथ घर घर प्रगटे सुखदाम सुख सुखदाम सुखदाम सुख सुखदाम सुखदाम आज तो आज 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 तो आज 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 तो बधाई आज आज तो बधाई आज 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 तो बधाई बधाई आज तो आज तो बधाई भाई महाराजा राजा दशरथ सुखदाम आज तो बधाई आज तो बधाई भाई
Thank you, sir. That was an incredible and outstanding performance. Now, I would like to request my friend Divyansh from Australia to take over the proceedings of the program.
My question to Ustad Ji. In this age where commercial and Bollywood music is masking the rich musical heritage of India, do you think it is important for classical maestros like you to reach out to the masses, or are you personally more satisfied to perform to a small group of knowledgeable connoisseurs? Should I repeat the question?
Yeah, but it's still on in the. I can see this is yeah.
Okay, so my question to Ustad Ji. In this age where commercial and Bollywood music is masking the rich musical heritage of India, do you think it is important for classical maestros like you to reach out to the masses, or are you personally more satisfied to perform to a small group of knowledgeable connoisseurs? Thank you.
No, it's a nice question. Yes, we want to move ahead, and we want to take it to masses. And I always say this to uh, all general public and the masses that classical is not so much away as much people have thought, as much they think about it. It's a mental block that classical will not understand. So when we the most classical, every subject has classicality in it. When you go further refinement in any subject, be it science, be it history or geography, whatever you want to go, when you do your graduation and then you go for master and then you go for furthermore MPhil, and then so you get into further refinement in your selected subject. So classical is a is a refinement. You get into the refinement act. So it exists with everything, and of course I want to spread, and we all want to spread that it should be heard more and more. If it will be heard more, then people will definitely appreciate it. And most of the people feel that, oh, it's boring, we are not able to understand, we will not do such thing. I was initiated in my childhood, and if it was so boring, how can a child be forced to sit for so long, for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? But we get something out of it. This is why we continue to sing more and more. We can sit for can anybody sit for 1 or 2 hours without getting sort of inspiration from music, without getting good mood out of that music? Of course we were getting that mood. This is why we pursued it. And of course this Bollywood is has taken over. Before that it was the Western songs, and all these were very popular. And whatever happened in the West, in America, it reaches out to the world. Now it has started happening with Bollywood also. I I'm happy that it is reaching out. So the classical will also reach out to so many people, and this is a wonderful medium. And we have to encourage people that you should spread more and more, then it will be good for it. There's a couplet which says that हवाओं खुशबुओं को फैलने का बहुत शौक है, मगर the fragrance has had the great desire to spread. खुशबुओं को फैलने का बहुत शौक है, मगर मुमकिन नहीं है हवाओं से रिश्ता किए बगैर. It is not possible without having a good relation with the air. So what is happening in present time, the air, how the air is moving, we have to get into that atmosphere and have to spread the beauty of this music.
Thanks a lot, Ustad Ji. Now I would like to request my friend Sudeep Pandita from Tokyo to take over the questions. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Konnichiwa. I, Sudeep Pandita of GIS Tokyo, Grade 7 CBSE, would like to ask a question to Ustadji. Ustadji, I wanted to know, how was your childhood and why did you choose to be a classical singer?
This is a big legacy which is coming from last 500 years. I'm the 20th generation in the family, and this is how I got into. Unfortunately, that I loved this music. I saw my fathers performing. I saw my uncles and performing. So I was always loving this music. This is why I got into this music, and I'm very happy that if I'm able to continue and if I'm able to preserve one of the pristine art form of our country. So it's a great privilege, and to get born in a family doesn't make you a musician also. So you have to put more effort. You have to put efforts because everybody compares you with your previous generation. People compare sometime with my father's generation, sometime with my grandfather's generation. At one time, somebody in Rajasthan, in Bharatpur, somebody had heard my great grandfather around 19, say 15 or so. So he was that old. His eyelashes were also white and all, and it was very long. So he said, "I have heard your grandfather Laban Dekha." I said, "Oh, it's my great privilege that I can see you." So it's this is why I'm in this music, and I love this music.
Thank you, sir. My second question is, what has been the best performance of your career so far?
It's difficult to say, and I would say it is yet to come.
Thank you, Ustadji.
Yeah.
Now, I would like to request my friend Shitij to take over the questions to Ustadji.
Good afternoon, Ustadji. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
So, I have a question for you.
Mhm.
Who inspired you to be a classical singer? Who inspired you to be a classical singer? And what is one message you would like to give to your admirers?
I told you that in my previous answer reply, I said that my father was a musician. My father and uncle, Dagar brothers, they used to perform together, and my senior all uncles used to perform. So they were my inspiration. And other than the family musicians, we have other very inspiring musicians all over the country who has inspired me. So I was always fascinated by their way and their approach to music. So this is how I've got into music, and what I message I want to give is that don't be scared of classical music. It is very essential for each one of us. And my mission is to relax the spine of the listeners against classical. Means I really want them to relax, because whenever you talk about the Sanskrit hymns, or whenever you talk about yoga, whenever you talk about classical music, oh, it is very difficult. Everything is difficult. What is easy? To write one essay, is it easy? To write one article, is it easy? It's not easy. You have to put a lot of effort. In the schools, when you are young, you are appreciated for any small phrase or any small paragraph or short stories, and then you get into writing and writing more, and then gradually your understanding towards the words, your understanding towards the subject or music, it increases. So you tend to find more space there, and then you can explore many things.
Thank you, Ustadji. That was a wonderful answer. Now I would like to request my friend Simantika from Singapore for the proceedings of the program.
Thank you, Shitij. Ustad ji, we have a few questions from the audience that I would like to know from you. So the first question is from Netherlands by Ashwin Vyas. The person wants to know how and when you started learning classical music, which you already answered, I'm aware. So we'll proceed to the next question. It is from Sagnik Sarkar from Kolkata, India. And he says a very interesting question asking that he learns guitar. So he wants to play classical music in guitar. Is that even possible?
Yeah, it is possible. There are some people who are playing guitar in. They're playing ragas in guitar, and one of my student is playing piano also and singing. I mean, doing the ragas there. And cello is very favorable for means how we stretch the note and how we pursue. So it's and of course wind instrument is very much there. So it is there. So you can play, but you know you can't take the means and means how how we stretch the note from one note to another, and how we do the andolan means this oscillation is not so easy in guitars frets. It is very easy. It's not very easy in sitar also or veena also. So it is difficult. But if you want to do, just go ahead. And guitars are so many guitars, so many variety of guitars. They have some sort of you press something and you like it. They get it with the electronic guitars. They are able to produce some of these things. But to get the Indian tone is difficult. Of course, I understand that, because this is the same note like A B C D E F G. Yeah, of course. But we have Indian tone is different from the Western tone. The note is same, the swar is same, but the tone behind the swar is different from the Western perceptive and our Indian. Or in China or Japan, they are also using the same scales, but the tone behind the scale, tone behind the note is different, and this is how it is considered different from this part of the world, that part of the world, or whichever part of the world.
Okay, so we have a second question from Mahi B. Uh, the person wants to ask if there's any age limit to start learning how to sing, and how long do you practice? That is a shared question from Shalu Sharma as well. How long do you practice in a day?
It is how long I do practice. My own practice, because I'm teaching a lot these days, so it is my own practice has reduced to 1 or 2 hours, 2 hours or so. And but I'm singing for more about 10 hours every day. But to do your own practice, it's something different, and to teach is different, because I have to get to the level of the student to make them understand to get sing. So that's different. But if I want to practice my own, I should concentrate to improve my musicalities. So riyaz or the practice is something to improve your musical abilities. So when you want to improve your musical abilities, so what is not prepared, what is not good, you want to improve those things. You don't go into that which is good, you repeat that, and then it's fine. It's not. That's not the practice. That's practice. Rehearsal is something you making for performance, you are just getting ready. But the riyaz is something to improve your musicalities. So then you have to get into the rough path, or which is not ready yet. So you have to prepare that. That is for practice, your own practice. And teaching, you do all these things. So there is means it is up for age limit. It depends that what do you want to do. Means if you want to become a performer, you have to start at the right age. Could be later, means early 20s is also possible. But if you want to try at the age of 45 or 50 plus that you want to sing and you want to become a performer, then it's a different thing. But at that age, at later age, like 50s or 60s, some people come for that also, but they come for their peace of mind. They want to get relaxed because music gives the soothing effect, and it also bring the harmony between your body and what is happening around you. So it gives a different pace to your body and soul. And when you are able to tune up your soul and body with music, it's a different altogether a different effect. But if you want to if you want to become a performer at that age also, you can, but you have to put a lot of effort. But if you want to become a performer, so you have to start from the teenage or even earlier if it is possible. So, but we give atmosphere. We have to give atmosphere to that young one. Then only he can excel in that. And teenage, you know your there's a change in your body and all the system. With male, what happens, we have a female pitch earlier, and then in our middle of the teenage, then our voice start to change, and it's a different thing. So one has to know how to control that period, that when our voice is changing for male. For females are blessed to have their tone right from the beginning till end. They, of course, with their old age, you get your notes become a little lower. That's another thing. But there is no age limit, but there is a limit. If you want to become a performer, you have to start at the right age. And I'm saying the right age could be from your 20s also. You can get into music also. And some of these people have come at the age of 30s, early 30s also, but they are putting a lot of effort, so why not? They can become musicians, why not?
Thank you, Ustadji. We also have a few more questions. So, Samriddhi Kumar again wants to ask you, why did you choose Drupad style of singing specifically? Now that we are aware that you are the 28th generation following your family legacy, would you like to add on to that?
Means it is such a complete genre. I don't know what can I add to it. If I'm able to sing it properly and completely, that's more than good enough, because our forefathers have not left any space. But of course, what does music have? Music have the swar, yeah, swar, lay, and it gives the shanti to us, the silence or the peace, yeah. So I always say it has five things, yeah, five. So in other way, I will say pitch, pulse. We are not digital people, so we it all depends on the pulse, what pulse rate you are in. So sometimes 5 minute songs finishes in 5 minutes, sometimes it doesn't finish in 5 minutes. Sometimes you're able to hear the song so properly, sometimes you're not able to. So it depends on the pulse, what pulse you are in also. Pitch, pulse, pause. Pause is like silence. So silence is very important. To have proper grip like this, you don't hold the cup properly. It slips. So if we give a gap, so we get a proper grip over that. So the pauses are equally important to get music. Yeah, pitch, pulse, and pause, and we try to perfect that. We try our level best to be perfect. And the purity stands away like the thumb. Some people get into music because of the purity, and some people achieve it much later. So we get into the musical act because we like the song, we like the way it was presented, or we like because somebody has introduced. So we get into this with our reference point, and then we start to get to know that rag or that piece or that mode or that bandish. So it depends on how you get into that. So you got my reply, or you want furthermore of the
The
explanation?
question has a small subpart from myself. I wanted to ask you that Drupad is one of the major styles of Hindustani vocals.
Yeah.
What makes it so different from the other Indian classical music forms, Ustadji? Tell us about the Drupad genre and the Dagarwani style, which was retained from 16th century till now.
Look, the ragas have we sing the same raga. Rags are treated, means rag has the same structure, same liking and disliking. Vadi, samvadi, swars, they are same, and the same ragas are sung in khayal also, and some choicest ragas are performed in thumri, tappa, and in ghazals also they take, even in film songs, Bollywood songs now. So they take, the rag has a structure in ascending and descending order. So the Indians have worked on the octaves. So we have lower octave, middle octave, and higher octave. Within one octave, there is an archetype structure in ascending and descending order. So we have this very common with each one of or each of this genre. And in Drupad, we give lot of, the Dagarwani give lot of importance to the alap. Alap in Sangeet Ratnakar is a Parikrin Adhyay. So it is, our Baba Bairam Khan Sahab has concentrated a lot to elaborate that. So we do lot of longer alap. We were the family which was doing a lot in the previous century and previous century of the previous century. We've been concentrating a lot on alap, but now it is being played by most of our musicians in the present time. So it is very much there. And in Drupad, in vocal performances, you will always, you don't see this. There is no sarangi, there is no harmonium. Only with the tanpura we perform, and that's one of another thing. And in Dhrupad we do with pakhavaj. Pakhavaj is the older percussive instrument from India. When it was cut into two pieces, then the tabla was initiated. And so with Dhrupad it is always pakhavaj. And in Dagarwani we always, most of the time, 99.9% it is without harmonium and sarangi. So that's another thing. And then we consider rag is the individual personality. Rag is not just merely a structure of musical note. Indian music have the microtones also, which what we call shrutis. Like you see, there's so many varieties of colors. Yeah. Now, earlier when we were in school in 70s and 80s, it was light green, dark green, bottle green, this green and that green, yellow, few light yellow, dark yellow, this yellow. But now with computer, you see how many varieties of colors is there, isn't it? All the blacks also, white also, green also, yellow also. So these are the micro, um, I don't know how to say it in this microbytes, means you have these nuances. So we have microtones also. Every rag has its particular proportionate musical note position. Like we are all blessed with the full set. We are all blessed with the full set: ear, nose, throat, and everything. We are similar yet so different. So rag has all the rags have saregama pa, or means some of the notes are missing in ascending and descending order, like 5-5 or 5-7, 5-7-7, something. We have this in structure, but we are similar yet so different. So we communicate with the rag, with this individual personality. How you get along with that particular person or that individual personality or that rag. So first you get introduction to the rag from your teacher or your guru, and then after some time, first we meet that person and we get to know. We always go through our known person. Oh, that day we had met you. So after meeting 3-4 times or 5 times, then we want that I should remember him because of him, or he should remember me because of me. So then we have our own relation with that rag or that archetype, and this is how the relation become more and more intimate, and we explore so many different corners of that rag. So it is just like when you learn driving. Some of you must have learned driving. Yeah, you must be driving. So when you learn, so you see you are on the road. Yeah, and suddenly something comes. So when you are very new, when you're a very new driver, so you feel that you're going to hit that person and that person. And when you do the proper practice, when you are able to do practice in the right way in driving, by doing practice and learning properly things, then you see that there, even in the crowd, you're able to save your car. So how you get easy, how you get eased in that though that way. So this is also singing the rag. And Drupad, we give importance to each one of note. So we cannot say that this part is very important of the body and that part is not very important of the body. So we treat each part of the rag very carefully, and we respect all the notes, and then we just don't depend on just the mukhra of the composition, or mukhra of this rag, the favorite the note and all. We explore each all the parts of the rag, and then we elaborate that. So this is the way the daggers are doing, or daggers Drupal musicians are doing, treating the rag in that way. Then we have so the bandish, because rag is a musical archetype, musical structure. It's not a lyrical structure. We can have many lyrical composition in different tal, and different pace, different in tal also, in different paces also, we can have many bandishes, many compositions. So rag is a composition itself. Rag is also a bandish of musical notes. Have I gone too far in explanation? I don't know.
No, thank you, thank you, Stanji. We still have 3 more questions. If
Yeah.
you would like, I would like to continue.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So, Subroto, another one of the SPICMACAY volunteers of Asia Pacific, he asks, the rise in global connectivity has been currently stalled due to norms of social distancing because of COVID-19. Given that Indian classical music is still being recognized globally, where, according to you, does classical music fit in bringing about a global connection of sentiments?
Global connection of sentiment.
Yes.
Wow, it's a nice question. But this is I hope I have understood the question. But but we are in this situation. I tell you, if we are used to so many to communicate, and we are used to each other so much so that if there was no internet, people have half of the population of the world would have disappeared or got into this depression. So this is connecting us. That's wonderful. And another thing is that we are used to human being. How long can we talk with the machines? We cannot talk much with the machines. So we need human connectivity. And sometimes we talk with our machines also. That's not undone. But this is very important to have this type of interaction. And because the this gadget, this mobile, or this microphone, or this camera cannot give me the feedback that how it is feeling. A human being can give me the feeling how it is affecting that person, how emotional this person is getting. So when we look at the audience, when we look at the the faces of different people, so they give us inspiration. and then they give inspiration. Sometimes their eyes, their curious eyes also, allows us to, go give little different dimension to our performance. Their confused eyes also, allow us to, get in our during, without talking, we make some changes to make that person understand. To some connoisseurs, to some learned people, we communicate without talking, and we get the response, or we don't get the response. They are still, they get confused, and they still maintain that the confusion. Then they get the reply also. So we all have our catch lines. We live through our catch lines. So when we get to hear something what we like, so we don't listen to another few sentences because we are so happy, and it's very difficult to listen. We hear many things, we listen very few things. It is just like, when a camera focuses on something, so other things are not focused, and you get into that. So it is that act only. So we hear many things, and we listen very few things. And this is we need this human being. We cannot do without human beings. Or some people are keeping the pets because they move. It's not just the machine, but they are like the dogs or the cats, parrots, birds, and all this thing they are keeping, because they somehow they give the response. Whenever you talk, so people who are lonely at home, so they have these things, or these type of being, who are responding to their queries, who are not actually replying, but they feel that they are actually saying something. So it's very important for one to speak and to hear, and they should be heard, and they should hear. So that's very important. So it's in this COVID, we have got a lesson. Everybody in the world was prepared for so many calamities, and calamities which were really out of our control. Even for nuclear also, most of us were thinking that it will not take place. One thing was this, another one that okay, if it will take place, so there will be nothing. Now this fellow comes, coronavirus or COVID. We are clueless. So I don't know what this the great being, the unseen, how many things he has in his pocket to give. So we have to be good, so that he take out things which are so good for us, each one of us. That is very important.
Thank you, Ustadji. But then again, these circumstances made it possible that we connected from different countries and,
But
have
we
this
were we
session
were
as
on we were on YouTube for quite some time. We were there, but they don't search us. They're always looking the prompters. The prompters who are sending they kept their site so much up that, and that's also professionally done. Come on. So people should look for others also. That's the thing. The most exposed thing is the skin of our face, but there are so many things which are inside. Aren't they important? So people should search for those things also. That we were always there, but we are not getting the lakhs of viewers or listeners. What happens for what is that? What happens in the Bollywood or Hollywood? वो कौन सा? Oscar. Oscar is not the quality. Oscar is the sale. How much viewership? How much people have bought that? So I think they should give another sort of the criteria, where they should have the specialist of music, and they should give the Oscar to music, not to the number of sale. So that is and they say it's a musical award. They say for some other thing. So they should bring another sort of um, I'm not so good in finding the word. So they should have another criteria to give the award, not just for the sale. I don't know how many people will agree, and I'm whatever it is.
Thank you, Ustadji. So we have another question as well. So Mradul Awasti asks, Drupad singers sing Drupad in Chautal and Shultal. I hope I'm correct in pronunciation. So why is it?
Shultal nahi bolne. Shultal is the kata. This is thorn, na? Shul is
Okay.
It's not Sultal.
Shultal. Okay.
Yes, yeah. Because so it's the same thing. It's a favorite tal of Drupad genre. Like in Khayal, you have, or they have Kehrwa and not in Teen Tal is their favorite one, and then Kehrwa is also very much used in so many ways. Dadra is also used. So in Drupad we have special liking for Chautal, Dhamar, and we have liking for Sultal. So Sultal, brings little bit ease in the movement. Da din ta karta gadi gadi da din ta karta gadi dara bor bai udamanjana daini So this beat is very soothing, very interesting also, and it allows one to, when you are able to jump at your space, your place, and you're moving around your axis, so it's fine. Anyone else wants to ask some question?
Yes. So the last question is from
Semantica. Sorry, Semantica. We will just pass it on to Param. We will not be taking any questions. We are just running over the time. My apologies, Ustadji. Could you
I
please
want to
pass it
ask
on?
some of you, what is the most beautiful time?
For me,
So you can reply on this. Okay, tell me. You tell me.
It will be where both the times meet, either the dawn or the dusk. But for no reason at all. It's more like when the times meet.
So night is not good time?
It depends. Every time is a beautiful time. It's just how you are enjoying, especially when you are actually hearing music pertinent to that hour.
No.
Every hour is
It's not particularly to music. You can enjoy your jogging also, looking at the nature also. You can while walking also you can enjoy. The most beautiful time for me is that time when you don't think of time, and time passes, but it gives you a beautiful experience. It leaves beautiful mark on your soul, and you
Very
cherish, and you don't remember your this restless beast, or your what do you call, intellectual tea. Just take a side, and you merge into something bliss, and that's a beautiful time.
Thank you, Ustadji. I will just pass it on to Param, who's just our last student. He'll be conveying our note of thanks. Param, please could you turn on the camera? Thank you.
Pranam Ustadji, I, Param Verma of GIAS Tokyo Grade 7 CBSE would like to present a warm note of thanks. Now we have come to the end of this great gathering. Prior to winding the gathering, few words of announcements and warmth to all of you. On behalf of the organizing committee and the audience, I would like to thank Ustad Wasifuddin Dagar ji for all the valuable time he shared with us today. I also extend thanks to our principal, the teachers, and volunteers for their cooperation. Thank you once again and have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Thank you once again, Ustadji. Thank you so much for your time. And we had a wonderful conversation. We look forward to having you many, many, many more times. Thank you so much. A big thank you from everyone from SPIC MACAY.
Okay. See you. Bye-bye. So I hope your spines are a little bit relaxed. So please give respect and get respect. We would love that you give respect to Indian classical music also. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. Namaskar.
Thank you.